welcome to Dating and Development. If you know who I am, thank you. Before we get started, make sure you comment, like, subscribe and share this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're listening to this in any well-known audio streaming service, or whispering this in sweet nothings to your girlfriend's ear, please rate it. Would highly appreciate it. Speaking of which, I was going to do a video yesterday based on dating in your 40s, article analysis as per usual, but I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it, and I just couldn't record. I just could not record for the life of me. It's kind of like, you want to do the deed with a girl and she's all up for it and you're all up for it, but the soldier downstairs doesn't want to march his way into the trenches. So ultimately you're left with a sense of guilt, disappointment, and her laughing at you. So look, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let me talk about not becoming her passion project. More importantly, in relationships, I see this time and time again where women suddenly leave their man in relationships because they're just blindsided by it. And I sometimes ask them, what happened? And I'm getting, she was asking me to do this, she was telling me to change that, and I did everything she told me to do. I did everything she told me to do, but she left me. She left me for another guy. I'm like, you can't be surprised with that. You honestly can't be surprised with that. And they're left scratching their heads like, what in the flippity flopping feckin' hell do you mean I can't be, you have to expect that? It's because you became her passion project. You became something that she wanted to make, her own sense of perfection. Right? She wanted you to become the man that she wants, her kind of ideal person. You get the drift. But the problem with that is that those are compliancy tests. If you're constantly failing those tests, she's going to ultimately end up resenting you because you're not showing your authenticity, and more importantly, you're not showing that you're strong and able to handle what she puts your way. Because she's testing the boundaries there. If she's pushing for you to change and she keeps pushing for you to change and you go up and change it, you're going to hear that classic phrase way further on down the line. And that phrase being, you're not the man you used to be. Or you're not the man I fell in love with. Because you've allowed yourself, through her persuasion and everything else, to change into a different person. And she doesn't want that. Because in the beginning, every man is usually alpha when it comes to dating. Now, that can change over time when you're in long-term relationships, you become attached, you allow some sort of leniency with her. But the thing is, you have to maintain that state of low tolerance with her throughout, because it's what she has to come to expect with you, because it will keep her in line. Now, yes, you can throw all the dating and development, you're a misogynistic piece of poo-poo doopy whoopy, I hate you so much, I'm telling my mom. I don't care. It's like if a child does something, if you're a parent and a child does something and you let them away with it, they're going to continuously do it. It's the same with human nature. If they don't know where the boundaries are, they're going to keep on pushing it. It's not about, pushing bad ideas towards people. Not the case at all. That's not what I'm getting at, bucko. You donkey. What I'm getting at is she has to be in line, because you don't want her pushing the boundaries more and more. You got to nip it in the bud when it happens. And as I mentioned earlier, these tests are compliancy tests. She's wanting to see if you will change for her. And if you do, as I said, you're not having that authenticity. You're not being strong, you're not standing your ground. If she's asking you to change your behavior, you've got to think to yourself, okay, if I'm going to do what she tells me in changing her behavior, number one, does that make me strong? Is it seeing me as strong? More times than not, it's going to be an astounding no. It's not. And if I'm going to keep changing for her, will her attraction towards me grow? No, it will not. It will not grow towards you. Because you have to stand your ground. Women are drawn to strength. Confidence is their aphrodisiac. They've got to be able to put their full trust in you so you can handle their chaos that goes on in their mind and that goes on with their emotions. If you keep failing these compliancy tests, she's going to leave. Because you're becoming someone that she wasn't attracted. You become that person she wasn't attracted to in the first place. Do you know what I mean? You're becoming someone totally different to the person she first met, and she doesn't want that. Now, don't get me wrong, if you have like clothes that are raggedy or something like that, or you're not picking up the slack in terms of, like, you know, pursuing your purpose and everything else, yeah, listen to her in that respect. But if it comes to tiny, mundane things, like, you know, oh, I don't like white on you, you should go for green, or, oh, stop rolling up your trousers like that, I prefer your trousers all the way down your leg. That's her scene. Are you going to listen? Are you going to comply to what I'm saying? And it always starts off small. That's the thing. It starts off in minute steps. It builds up small. And then over a long period of time, it's going to culminate into something much bigger. And that's when the tides have turned. You had that power first. You had that leadership. And over time, bit by bit, slowly chipping away, she ultimately has the power over you. She has changed the man you once was into someone that you're not, and she doesn't want that. She doesn't. So how would you go about dealing with this then, if she's trying to make you into her passion project? First of all, you can just be upfront and tell her, like, look, I'm nobody's passion project. You have me as I am. If you're not going to accept that, perfectly fine with me. Find someone else you're going to accept it with. Who's going to accept it for you, should I say? Because I'm my own person and no one's going to change that. All I want for you is to support me and this, that, and the other. Don't ask for much, but that's all I want from you. I'm no one's passion project. I don't need fixing. It's not Captress. Is that a word? Captress save a Chad. There we go. New phrase. Captress save a Chad. That's not what you want. Second of all, you can use some sort of amused mastery as well. She's like, oh, I don't like color white and you go wear green. It's like, well, I bought all these white t-shirts for you. I just know how much you love them. They're so nice in me, I have to show the entire world. Agree and amplify. Do that. And if it's a case where she keeps trying and trying and trying and trying, just ultimately walk away. Because that kind of thing is physically and mentally exhausting. If you're with her day in, day out, and she's trying to change you all the time, walk away. That's your best port of action. Because walking away shows that you're not going to tolerate the crap. The poopy doopy. You're not going to take it. And that establishes the boundaries of, look, I gave you a chance. You wasted it. You're gone. Next. So men, ultimately, don't become her passion project. Don't let her be the Captress save a Chad. Alright? You want to be with someone who's going to support you and, you know, be behind you and actually be a compliment to your life, the icing on the cake. You don't want someone who's going to constantly nag you to change things. Because if that tells me that they're a very controlling person, that's a red flag. Hope this information was of some help to you. I know it was an amusing ramble, so to speak. But anyways, I hope we're all keeping well. I hope we're all staying safe, looking after each other, and pushing ourselves to be at least 1%, 0.1%, or 10% better every day. Just keep striving for more, and more importantly, be better. Until next time, God bless.